Well, we have some good news. 6 days left to the election, and the country hasn't set itself on fire yet, and we haven't Balkanized or gone into civil war. But there's still time. Welcome to Everyman Prepping. I'm Seth. Real quick video today. We're going to hit on some election stuff coming up, what you should do to get ready for it, what you should do on election day. That'll be towards the end. And then we're going to go over some of the current news that's going on, the stuff that you need to know. And so let's get into that really quick here. Let's start off here. We're going to talk about the Middle East and Israel and Iran and what's going on there. And this is a look at this quick video. It's basically a picture of Israel turning Lebanon into Gaza. That's a massive display of ordnance there, and basically if this doesn't stop, I think southern Lebanon's gonna look like Gaza basically. Now Trump has come out today and said, hey, Netanyahu at Israel, by the time I get in office, he's already assuming he's in office, by the way, but he says basically by the time I get into office, I want the war in Gaza ended. He didn't say the war in Lebanon or the war with Iran, but just the Gaza part, he wants that ended. We'll see if, how that goes. We'll see when he gets elected. But that came out today, that he's talking about that. By the way, I was noticing that that's a nice L shape. It must have been some ground ordnance. I don't know if anything dropped from air can do that, but I'd love to know from anybody that's been in the Air Force or whatever if that can actually be done from the air or not. But that's what Lebanon's doing. What Israel's doing there. Now, Iran said they're going to retaliate for what Israel did the other night. Israel's claiming we destroyed. You'll see some OSINT guys on X, on other sites, on YouTube here, saying, oh, Israel destroyed every S-300, every S-400, every homegrown air defense. There's no air defense left in Iran. It's gone. They produce silent images that, if you actually look at it, are like shadows or don't actually show anything, or they show a building that probably wasn't used for manufacturing missiles or gunpowder or whatever you want to call it. And they're claiming destruction, because Iran's claiming the exact opposite. They're fine, 100% okay. So I don't know, but let's turn that sound off on this. But anyway, Iran says they're going to strike back, bigger than last time, bigger than before. And then Israel says, well, if you do that, we're already going to strike back to you because of the drone attack on Netanyahu's house and his wife. So we got those threats going back and forth. Iran says they're going to do before the election. Why not? Like I said, we got 6 days left. Country hasn't, gone into chaos. We'll see what happens. But so you got that simmering in the background, waiting for the Iran attack, the Israel counter, then the Iranian counter to that, going off that. That's still in the background, and that's something that's going to happen before the election. So just get ready for that one. And then we have this. This OSINT guy here says that, from a report that he got, that Hezbollah has agreed to separate from the Gaza front, I think he means the Lebanon front most likely, and withdraw its forces and equipment to the north of the Litani River while establishing a DM zone, demilitarized zone, in the south controlled by the Lebanese army. So, according to this, you're going to have me believe that Hezbollah is going to say, we quit, we give up, although they're basically handing Israel a hard fight. They're killing tanks left and right daily. They're just going to say, all right, we cry uncle, we're going back to the Litani River where Israel wanted us. We're giving up all that land, and we're gonna stop. I don't believe this for an instance. I'm not gonna believe it till I see Hezbollah pulling back. I don't see this happening. I see what's happening in 2006 when Israel had to run away from Lebanon because they were taking too many losses. That's what I think is gonna happen. So I just want you to know this word is being put out there, but I don't believe it for a moment that they're gonna pull all the way to the Litani River. The only caveat I can say as well, maybe they're thinking we're taking such heavy losses with Israel bombing everything down here. We'll tell them we're going to pull back and then we'll counterattack from there. I don't know, but that's what's going on in the Middle East right now. And then let's go into the voting stuff because, like I said, less than a week away. So this happened in Pennsylvania. We got officers. There's one, the gentleman right there, an officer, blocking people from voting. The voting should have been open later. Not letting people in. This was happening in a few places in Pennsylvania. So first of all, expect all kinds of stuff to happen. Both sides, probably more leaning one side than the other. You can probably guess what side, but this is going to go on the whole time. What I want to point out to people as, individuals like us, preppers, thinking of what might happen with martial law, troops on the ground here, whatever. If you're the guy thinking, that's a police officer, he will uphold the Constitution. They will stand with the people. They'll stand with the citizens. They're going to protect our rights. They're not going to do what the mayor or the government says. They're going to do what's right for the people. Well, you must have forgot what happened during, COVID and all that. But they're not. They're going to do what they're told. They're going to want to keep their job. They're going to want to keep their family fed. If they're told to kick people out, they're going to do it. They're going to tell to arrest people from voting. They're going to do it. If they're told to stop the elections, stop people from voting, arrest people, that's going to happen. Just be ready for that. Is that all of them? No, some might walk off, but the majority, in my belief, yeah, they're going to stand with the government, not with the people. So keep that in mind when you're out there and about. And then we have this that happened on ABC, on ESPN there, and they popped this up. You can see this is from Pennsylvania, and they got Harris beating Trump 100% in, by a five-point win. And they said, oh, it's just a mistake. We're just practicing, getting ready for the election. And it accidentally went out. Kind of odd how all these mistakes always happen towards the Democrats' benefit, never the Republicans. It's always, a mistake in that direction. Not going to say this is a prediction, but hey, we already got the graphics ready to go. So, just more stuff to, just more things out there that are going to happen. What else do I have here? Oh, yeah, I was going to talk about Dominion here. So, this is the Michigan Secretary of State. Her name is Jocelyn Benson. So there's a nationwide issue, not just a Michigan issue. This is a nationwide issue with the Dominion voter access terminals. They prevent voters from making certain selections. I'm going to kind of guess here they're going to prevent you from voting Republican, most likely, since that's the way these things usually happen. That says, according to her office, this programming issue cannot be fixed. We can't fix this. Totally can't fix it. And voters are just going to have to deal with it. That's what it says when we continue on. And as you can see, if I play this here, she gets pretty happy about it here in a little bit. But, they're basically saying, you have to deal with it. If you can't vote for that person you want to, you got to deal with it. Just don't vote at all or vote for the other person because we can't fix this. Just can't fix it. Dominion's saying, they're, of course, claiming we're going to sue anybody that says anything bad about us, how we're not accountable, how they're not hackable, how you can't change votes on a whim. But I think we've learned from the last election. And in thinking 4 years, we would have maybe dumped Dominion, got a new thing, maybe went to paper, paper. Count paper. Taiwan had an election. I know it's much smaller, but size of the state. They did paper ballots, voter ID, counted all of it in one night. Why can't we have 50 Taiwans? We're a big country, right? Paper ballots. Look how happy she is. She's so psyched about the fact that there's a problem. Anyway, that is the roundup of what's going on, like I said, Mideast and voting. That's the two biggest things we got to think about here. Now, for you, do your vote. If you're one of those people think my vote's not going to count, they're going to change it, they're going to rig it. Like I said, it's been pretty quiet this last week. I expected more fireworks. I expected more disruptions, more, I expected, the Democrat side to come out and say, hey, Trump's got slaves in his basement and they're manufacturing, his MAGA hats or something. Just wild, crazy stuff. More things catching on fire, but it's actually been kind of, quiet. I don't know if this means that the powers to be, they're going to go through this selection process, already have it down. They know what they're going to do. It's already set. They're like, we're not even worried about it. We don't need to do that crazy stuff. We got it covered. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I just got an uneasy feeling that in this day and age, when you see a lot of crazy stuff, that not much is happening. But for you, do your vote. If you're out there saying they're not going to, like I said, not going to count it, do your part. Whether or not you think it's going to count, go out there and vote for who you want to. If you're in this Dominion place and you're voting electronically and you can't select the person you want, ask for a paper ballot. Ask for something. I don't know what you can do. Ask for something. Hopefully they fix it. But get out and do it, and then get back to your house. Get back to your house, your apartment, your homestead, your ranch, whatever you're going back to, and then hunker down for, next week. Don't be out. Something doesn't go your way the way you want it to go in your community or nationally or whatever. Don't go out and run out there in January 6th yourself, okay? Because they're going to be waiting for that. They're going to be waiting to just throw people in wagons and haul them away. So don't be one of those people. There'll be time and a place for, depending on what happens, for action to take place. But election night, the day after, to join in that, they're looking for that. They're looking to haul people away. So don't be January 6th, is basically what I'm saying. Just, play everything smart, stay home, bunker in, do all that stuff, and then we'll see what happens. And do I expect crazier stuff to happen? Do I expect other stuff to? I do. like I said, I'm surprised it hasn't. I do expect maybe this weekend is when stuff will happen. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, after Halloween. Maybe we gotta wait till Halloween. Want to mess the kids up and the Halloween, the Halloween and all that. We're gonna wait till the 31st, and on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, it's gonna be pedal to the metal with the crazy. I don't know, but that's all. I'd love to hear your thoughts below. Put your thoughts below. While you're commenting and subscribing and thumbing up, all that great stuff. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think it's going to be just this way throughout? Do you think that it's going to all happen on election day? Do you think there's more October surprises to come? Like I said, there will definitely, I think, be an Iranian attack, and we'll see where that goes and how it affects the election. Either way, we'll see. But until next time, hopefully you got something out of this. Keep your ear to the ground, and definitely a head on a swivel.